All right, y'all, this weekend is finally the Hot Chocolate Philly 15K. So for this week's training update, doing things a little bit differently. All right, y'all, like I said, this weekend is the Hot Chocolate Philadelphia 15K Allstate Hot Chocolate race. It is not too late to register. If you are interested in registering for the race, you can use the code BRHC20 to register and get a free running hat with your registration. I'm running the race with a couple friends. I'm really excited, which is why we are in my kitchen. I figured we'd do things a little bit different for the training update today. Make some delicious hot chocolate, race hot chocolate, obviously to celebrate the occasion. I'm gonna kind of put my own take on the recipe. The hot chocolate recipe on the back of their packet just calls for boiling water with the powdered hot chocolate. Gonna do milk instead because I like a little bit creamier of a hot chocolate. Also have the special ingredients, of course, adding in some bourbon. You might think I'm crazy. Throw a dash of salt in there as well to just bring out the flavor of the sweetness. And then of course, top with some marshmallows and chocolate syrup. So very excited. First things first, just gotta get the milk heating up on the stove. But while we wait for that to boil, like I said, training update for this week, not too much has been going on. If you have been following me for the last few weeks, you know I've been dealing with some IT band issue. It has really been a nuisance. It is just kind of coming and going and really hard to like nail down what's been going on. Finally decided to just take a full break from running to let it recover because obviously I have some big goals coming up. I want to make sure my leg is ready to tackle those challenges. And I actually started physical therapy last week to hopefully help strengthen my legs and prevent this from flaring up again in the future. So I'm a little over a week into physical therapy. So far things have been going well, doing a ton of strength training, a little bit of flexibility work as well, but the focus has really been on strengthening some of those muscles that are going to support the IT band. And last week also had an aggressive massage. I'm going to blank on what the name of the particular type of therapy is, but it basically took what looked like a dull knife, this curved piece of metal, and just grind it into my IT band. The bruising was pretty gnarly. It was definitely sore for a couple days, but I guess the idea is you cause some micro trauma in the area that just causes extra blood to flow to the area to hopefully treat the inflammation, and hopefully that recovery process will also help heal some of the inflammation that I've been feeling in my IT band as well. So I've had a couple days of those massages, basically going to PT twice a week now, going to kick it up to 3 times a week starting next week. I did go for my first run this past weekend, 3 miles, felt good, no issues, no pain. My leg felt like it might be a little bit tender, a little bit tight the day after the run, but it was fine by that evening, and since then haven't had any issues. I talked to the PT about it and he didn't seem concerned with it at all. So I'm pretty excited. That's definitely good news. It's the best I've felt on a run in a long time, so I'm hoping that I can just continue to start to increase that mileage. And of course, with the Hot Chocolate Philly 15K coming up this weekend, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit nervous for a 9-mile run, but just taking it nice and easy, just enjoying the run, not trying to crush any PRs or anything like that, just having fun getting out and running with a couple friends. So very excited for that. I think we're just about ready to add the chocolate, but while we let that heat up a little bit more, showing off some new gear that I got, because of course, since I can't really run right now, I'm just going crazy thinking about this 100-miler that's coming up, and going crazy just trying to go through all the planning and make sure I have all of the gear and everything necessary. So purchase number 1 that I made this week, Distance Carbon Z trekking poles from Black Diamond. Very excited about these. They're fixed length trekking poles. They're incredibly lightweight with the carbon, so super excited to use these. For race day, I'll be taking them with me for the 4-state challenge coming up on the Appalachian Trail to give them a try on the run. Before we get into the next gear thing, this is steaming pretty good, so I think we're ready to add the chocolate. The Allstate Hot Chocolate is dark chocolate, which is my favorite. This is double dark chocolate, even better. Try not to make a mess while my wife is watching me very intently through the lens of the camera. Just trying to break up the last few chunks of powder in here. So I'm actually gonna take this off the heat, let it rest for just a second to show you my last gear item, what I'm even more excited about. Of course, the trail shoes for the 100-miler. I went back and forth a lot. I do not have a lot of experience with trail running. I have run all of my trail runs and races, including the Bandera 100K, in a pair of Under Armour trail shoes, but they have definitely seen better days. I have put them through a beating, so needed some new shoes. Obviously, Ultra, one of the biggest, most popular running shoes in the game, but I tried a lot of different shoes, and these were just so comfortable, especially just the extra space in the shoe. For those of you who are not familiar, I'm sure many of you are, Ultra shoes are foot shaped, so they have a nice wide toe box to let your foot just splay out, so you can kind of see they don't come to a point at the end, they widen up so that your foot just fits a lot more comfortably in there. These are the Lone Peak 5s. I am incredibly excited to give these a try. I'm hoping to get out on some trails soon. Obviously, these will also be making the trip with me to the Appalachian Trail for that 4-state challenge, but very excited to finally have my race shoes ready to go and just eager to put them to the test. I cannot tell you how comfortable they were trying on in the store, which is the reason I decided to go with these shoes, but really excited to actually run in them and get some miles on. But that's it for the gear. I think we are good to move along with the rest of this hot chocolate preparation process. I am just gonna transition to this mug over the sink because I'm sure it's gonna make a mess. Ooh, not too bad. Way to go, Ryan. All right, hot chocolate in the mug. Then the most important ingredient, add the bourbon in, give that a little stir. Top with the marshmallows. And I know what you're thinking, Ryan, you forgot the salt. And I'm thinking that as well, but it's too late, so too bad.
Put some on top.
Dribble a little chocolate syrup on there. And there you have it. The perfect hot chocolate. Allstate Hot Chocolate Philly 15K coming up this weekend. They have races all over the country. So if you are looking for a fun virtual run to take advantage of, and hopefully some in-person runs later in the year as well, definitely check out the Hot Chocolate Race Series. As I mentioned, you can get a free running hat if you register with the code BRHC20 when you register, and just enjoy an incredible race. I'm looking forward to another race, looking forward to my first Bib Rave race of the year, and I'm looking forward to letting you all know how it goes this weekend. So I'll see you out there. Follow along on Instagram for live results, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.